Welcome back to another episode of Mental Game Monday. And today I'm going to break down a philosophy that has guided me not only in business and entrepreneurship, but life in general the last couple of years. And it revolves around an acronym called H.T.F.U. Want to know what it means? Let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Mental Game Mondays, where we dive into the mental aspect of running a business, which is just as important as the strategies, tactics, and approaches to growing and building a brand. So you may not realize it with this burly, masculine physique that I have, but about 4 years ago, I got really deeply involved in the sport of cycling. It started with a big charity ride in Texas, which is where I lived at the time, called MS 150, where you ride a bike 160 miles roughly over 2 days from Houston to the city of Austin. So I was always one of those people, growing up playing hockey in Canada. In my later years, I played competitive rugby, played football throughout my high school years. I was always into more violent, physically oriented sports. So the concept of cycling to me was always something that I honestly kind of made fun of. I was one of those guys that would drive by and be like, looking at these dudes in spandex, like riding off the side of the street. And I was like, what are these guys doing? But this charity ride, I kind of got a bike for that, bought one on eBay, started cycling and was kind of good at it and just really kind of liked it. And I've got an obsessive type personality that once I dive into something, I go all in and push the chips in. So started shaving the legs, I wore the spandex outfits, started competing and kind of racing both mountain bikes and road bikes, specifically crit racing. So kind of went all in. One of the key things that's come out of the sport of cycling for me though, regardless of what you say about dudes that shave their legs and wear spandex, is cyclists are some of the most mentally tough individuals that walk planet Earth. The things that they do to their bodies and the things that their minds need to do to overcome that physical pain and suffering is really just incredible. And I don't think you can really find a sport or an activity in life that presses you as much as endurance sports can. And within the sport of cycling, there's something called the Voluminati, which is this archetypal rules that guide your life as a cyclist. And one of those rules is HTFU. And it's a guiding principle that you'll hear as an undertone in the sport of cycling. What does it mean? Harden the up. Hey, sorry, I don't cuss a whole lot on this channel, but I have to drop HTFU for you because it's a mental framework which I love. That's not only guided me through the sport of cycling, but also through the challenges and consistent adversity, suffering, and challenges that you face as an entrepreneur. And really what it means is suck it up. You're gonna have things that happen to you. Things aren't gonna go your way. You're gonna have a ton of headwind coming that will make it difficult for you to accomplish your goal. If it was easy, everybody would do it. You are responsible for your own destiny and fulfilling your dreams and the life that you should live. So harden the up. Much like cycling, there's gonna be days where you gotta go out when it's rainy out. There's gonna be days where it's windy. You're gonna be hours into a really tough climb and you've got nowhere to run and hide. You can't stop, you've gotta pedal your way to the top. Entrepreneurship and building a successful business is the exact same. You've got to step into scenarios where you know you're going to suffer, where you know it's going to be painful. You've got to put your head down, drive through stuff, and enter the pain, and enter the unknown, and enter the adversity. So, as you think about your life, the business you're looking to build, as you see those dudes with shaved legs in spandex riding past you on the side of the road, remember, harden the up. And you'd be shocked at how much you're mentally capable of achieving and how much your body, your mind, and your spirit can achieve in this life. Stay tuned later this week, guys. I'm gonna pull the kimono back, pull the curtain back, and show you how much money I made on this YouTube channel my first month of running YouTube ads and monetizing it. It's gonna drop here in a couple days, so if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. That's another Mental Game Monday. Cheers.